Yeah, you should.
Do you know what? I think if you're working hard, if you're someone that I don't know believes in your own talent and that is a hard worker, I don't even think that's like where you start. Because people are only going to message you back if they see you're doing something that they like. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like anything. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're putting out great music, that way, I think it's always better for people to come to you than you reach out to people, because I think sometimes it's kind of like the industry now is kind of like a what have you done for me lately kind of thing. So I think if you're putting out great music, and I think it just starts with yourself first, I think, before like reaching out to anyone. And I think when you've got your own kind of fan base and you've got your own buzz going on, I think it's only right that people want to work with you and when you're forced to be reckoned with kind of thing. So I think it starts with yourself first, kind of perfecting your craft first, and I think it's inevitable. People will come to you. Like now, it's so built on like a lot of people wear skinny jeans now. Yeah. It's about bringing your own vibe. Do you know what I mean? You've got people like Kendrick Lamar that are different, that stand out. So I think it just makes it easier.
What did you do to kind of get people's attention to make sure that you were unique, that you stood out when you were trying to get into the industry?
Me, it was always a thing of quality rather than quantity, because kind of thing, like I put out like some songs, like a lot of people don't know, like I'm a writer as well, so like I started working with Chipmunk really early, and we done Beast. I was a co-writer on Oopsie Daisy as well for him, and just kind of really working, getting my connects up. I done a lot of tracks with Scorcher early, like Wretch early. And just my own stuff, and obviously MySpace was going around them times. Songs like Idol, Transformer, like really early, like This Is Me. So from there it kind of spiraled. I think the only way is up. I was friends with Bashi, and Bashi's been like my long-term friend just outside of music as well. So it's like, and obviously he introduced me. I was working with Naughty Boy really early. He's like the guy that obviously found Emily Sandé, and so I've always kind of been around that. I've been lucky enough to be around that circle, so I've just kind of made the most of it. So,
So is that something that you'd say to people, like networking and making contacts?
Yeah, networking and just being a people's person, getting out there, not being afraid to, give your opinion and just kind of put you out there, because no one can tell your story better than you. So a lot of people try and like see something and try and mimic it. I think that's like the worst thing to that's the worst thing to do. Just be yourself. I think Chip says like success is the journey. So I don't think success is, for me, like I always kind of want to better myself to what I've done before. So it's like I feel like it'll never stop. It's a battle against myself. So it's when I guess you feel fulfilled in yourself. I think success. So I think if you're gonna do dance, I think with real artists, I think they take bits out of everything, because like I grew up on garage, I grew up on like soul, I grew up on like a lot of stuff. So I think real artists are able to take bits of what they're influenced by and kind of make it their own and tell it through their own story. What's in now is probably not going to be in like the next year. You know what I mean? So it's like a constant battle, is trying to keep up with it. So I think you've always got to try and stay true to yourself. True to yourself, man. So and other than that, you're good, man. I think everybody thinks about the business, because at the same time, it's a job. Do you know what I mean? At times, like a lot of people see like just like when they're out having fun or buying stuff or whatever, but there's a lot of hard graft, like long studio hours and understanding. I think you've got to understand everything, whatever you do. Do you know what I mean? I think if you own a successful business company, and I think sometimes people just see the success, but at the same time, it took a while you have to understand the business behind getting it to where it was. So I think, you have to understand the business and know and be aware at the same time of the music and the business. So.
Yeah, you should recognize the